IVM.
Hello and welcome to Football Twaddle. My name is Saru and in the studio we have our good friend Manav.
Hi everyone.
And Kumar is on the phone again. Is this second week in running, Kumar?
Yeah, my good times have started now.
अच्छा, तेरे अच्छे दिन आ गए.
Podcast के अच्छे दिन आ गए.
Are you attending Game Show Trump?
I wish I could, man. I wanted to, but then they built a wall. They built a wall around my house.
Oh, you're in the poor parts of Ahmedabad.
Yeah.
All right, Manav, let's start with this. Manchester United के भी अच्छे दिन आ गए.
Looks like, hopefully, winning at Stamford Bridge.
No, they've been beating Chelsea all through season.
But in the Premier League after a long time.
I think it's the first double they did.
Yeah, since 87, I think. 87.
Since Rihanna was born. I think I read that somewhere.
Yeah, I saw the same tweet.
Yeah, so this is the first time Manchester United has done a league double over Chelsea since the birth of Rihanna. Does it feel good?
Yeah, of course it felt good. And the last time we won, it was when Chelsea were down to 9 men. I think it was 2013 or something. That was when we had won at the Bridge.
Okay.
So yeah, feels good. And we were discussing the Chelsea's home form the other day. The last time I was here.
Yeah.
It was pretty evident last night as well.
What was evident? That their home form is crap.
Yeah, because they're not creating enough and not finishing enough.
Yeah. But does the cheating ways of Manchester United sour the taste of victory?
Can't tell you, man. Sorry.
Kumar, what is this? Why is Manchester buying out UEFA and FA?
I mean, they don't even have enough money now. There are bigger. Chelsea has more money than United. Why don't they just go and buy the referees?
Because they don't let Roman Abramovich inside. Yeah, but what's up with this? Let's start with the main talking points of the game. The first one, which is the most obvious one, is Harry Maguire's straightening of the leg against Michy Batshuayi. Why was that not a red card? Was there any explanation given on the VAR decision?
I don't think any
When has there ever been?
Oh yeah, that's also there.
But I didn't come across any explanation from the FA side or the referees association, whatever. But yeah, I did see that Maguire post-match presentation, which he said that he was just trying to straighten his leg and it seemed as if Batshuayi was going to fall on him and he was just kind of self-defense or whatever you...
So if Son straightens his leg, it's a red card. But if Maguire straightens his leg, it's not red card. I thought VAR was supposed to eliminate at least such obvious errors, no?
Yeah, I do agree that it was kind of 50-50 last night. And I don't know, the Son was... I feel that it was more obvious than this one for sure.
Obviously, you will feel such things, won't you? Kumar won't feel anything because no Arsenal player ever has shown that much drive to actually straighten his legs or kick any other player.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenal players just get red cards for not doing anything.
I remember Oxlade-Chamberlain getting a red card at Stamford Bridge.
Kieran Gibbs?
Yeah.
Instead of Kieran Gibbs.
Yeah.
That was so funny. Poor Oxlade-Chamberlain.
I think because of that specific incident, VAR has to check the mistaken identity. Because I don't think any other incident has happened in the Premier League.
Of not a red card, but yellow cards have been given for enough
mistaken identity. Okay.
Yeah, they have. One question I wanted to ask you guys is, at least in the World Cup, what we saw was if a VAR decision had to be made, the referee didn't hesitate to go to the monitor near him and check it, right?
Yeah.
Why? What problem does Premier League referee have, or is there a diktat that they should not go in there? Why don't they just do it?
So it was earlier, like the first of the season, they were not, the monitors wasn't there, but in the winter break we heard that they were introducing this change after the winter break where referees they had the option of going and consulting the screen, but still they don't.
Yeah, like what is it, an ego thing or what is it? Why don't they just go it? Like yesterday's game, right? Let's say the result, whatever, there were enough decisions to be made, which I would say VAR got wrong. You say it's a 50-50. Some VAR may have got wrong, some they may not have. But the point is, even though it's a judgment call or whatever, it should not be hard for a ref to just go and check. The point of wasting time on pitch for checking all these decisions is to eliminate at least the most obvious errors.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, and I don't think anyone has an answer to your question, honestly, Saru.
What?
That why doesn't the Premier League referee go if a Spanish referee can go, if the facility of looking at the screen is there?
Dude, It was atrocious, man. But anyway, coming to the game, what did you make of?
No, there was another tweet which I saw though.
Bolo?
The referee was Anthony Taylor, right?
Yes.
Yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, he's from Manchester, and the VR official was Chris Kavanagh, who's also from Manchester.
What?
How is Mike Riley allotting referees for the games? I don't understand.
Dude, have you not heard for cash for post scams?
I mean, it's just like Vyapar.
Yeah, this is Pradhan Mantri Gram Dhan Yojana. I don't know, but come on, you can't. Let's not say that because he's from Manchester.
See,
he could be a City fan altogether, right? Anthony Taylor. How do you know?
It's good, but the thing is that Saru, that when you make decisions like this, you give people like more things to talk about, right?
Yeah.
These are the same people who have made that whatever like error or mistake, whichever way you put it.
Yeah, that is true, man. But I don't think anyone has really any much answers to VAR. It's something I actually support VAR, but then from what I've seen this year, it's already pissing off to see like Giroud's toenails getting in way of goals, and it's not the first time we've seen like Sterling's armpits and shit like that, right? Yeah. So we already have to deal with that, and it's just so weird. And on top of it, you make such errors. But apart from that, Manav, Bruno Fernandes, God. We were talking offline, and I was like so pissed off that he actually chose to go to Manchester United. How lucky are you guys to actually get Bruno Fernandes?
I'll take some time. I mean, I'll probably answer this to you in 6 to 12 months. I think it will be better because my luck has not been good with the signings which Man United have made. जो भी आता है उसके बारे में अच्छा बोलो and then he doesn't do good. So I will just.
Or is it? Or you fear that Solskjær will make him so bad in 6 months?
नहीं वैसा कुछ नहीं है. I think we have got good quality world class players. We got them at the time of LVG. We got them at the time of Mourinho and now Solskjær. ऐसा नहीं कोई भी नहीं चला है इनफैक्ट सो आई थिंक मैनेजर एग्नोस्टिक एंड कोई भी नहीं चल रहा है टीम में तो आई थिंक लेट्स होप द प्रॉब्लम गेट्स सॉल्व्ड सूनर रादर देन लेटर.
Yeah, Kumar, what do you make of this Bruno Fernandes guy?
I think he's a really good signing, but is he better than Pogba when he joined? Like Mara said, right? Pogba was there. Then you got Falcao, you got...
no, but come on. Falcao came after that massive injury. So he took like 4 years to recover from it. He didn't...
You got Di Maria, you got Depay. It's not like they've signed bad players.
Similarly,
it's just not found the right way to make them work.
Yeah, similarly people keep saying that we need a centre-back partner for Maguire, but we only signed Bailly, we only signed Lindelof, and now we need a new player. So, I don't know.
Bailly played well yesterday, right?
Yeah. So I was reading this tweet actually, in which it was written, for one moment this guy seems like he's Beckenbauer, and for the other moment it seems like he's Titus Bramble.
Dude, there must be some really drunk guy, drunk tweeting chal raha hai.
No, but he was so calm and composed in his own box at Stamford Bridge at 0-0. Like, it was remarkable, and I think his tackle to save the Kovacic attempt saved the match for Man United.
Oh, that saved.
I think
apart from Anthony Taylor.
No, I think like Bailly has been good for them. The fact is that he's not been fit enough consistently to play for people to
Kumar, and he's a bit rash at times. That's the only thing.
The thing with Bailly is this, and I've seen enough, that he plays well even in a 90-minute game. 80 minutes he's all right, and then he just sleeps. He has this brain fade for like...
Correct. That happened yesterday as well.
He does a Mustafi.
Yeah, like what Mustafi is for 90
minutes.
Bailly is for like 10. Yeah, but that actually Mustafi being it for 90 is much more useful because the team can then adjust accordingly.
Correct. That's a little predictable.
Yeah, here they don't know when Bailly's brain fade will happen. It could happen in the 35th minute or 75th minute.
I think the brain fade happened with Luke Shaw as well. In that very attempt when Giroud scored.
Yeah.
They just left the left wing exposed, man.
Luke Shaw, man, I don't know. I think they should just sell him now. And he just keeps growing fat. Like his weight also varies so much. It's just so weird. But after the set of games over the weekend where Tottenham beat Aston Villa, Arsenal beat Newcastle, and I'm just looking at other results. Arsenal
scored 4 goals.
Yeah,
that's Like they're done for the month now.
Oh,
Kumar is making his presence.
My
felt.
boy Pepe, 2 assists and a goal. I feel so happy for him. I mean, the amount of piling on Nicolas Pepe in his first season, I just feel sad. But yeah, he played well. So I was like, internally, I was happy.
I think he's got 5 assists now.
Without playing, he's got 5
6
assists.
assists and 6 goals.
What?
6 assists and 6 goals.
That's not bad, no?
Not bad. Actually, not bad.
For a team.
Yeah.
And then, so with all this, I think let's look at the table, right? And the table is Chelsea at 41, Tottenham 40, Sheffield at 39, United 38, Wolves 36, Everton 36, Arsenal also 34. So there's just like 7 points difference.
Yeah, and Saru, I think this is the right time to bring the major news, off the field news of the week in, because when you look at the table and when you're looking at the typical top 4 Champions League spots, you might have to look at 5 now.
No, I don't have to. We can still look at 4 and forget about Manchester City. So yeah, but before we get to that, dude, I've never seen a race for one spot being fought by 9 people after like 26 games.
9 incompetent people.
But the point is, who is the best? Andho mein kana kon types. So who is the best in this?
I think Leicester are more or less...
Yeah, they are at 50 points. There's a 10-point difference. I mean,
I actually beg to differ. I think Leicester will also come into the mix.
Really?
Yeah. I think so.
Actually, I'm looking at
They're playing City very soon, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking at the form table. Leicester has 2 draws, 2 losses and 1 win in the last 5.
Yeah.
So
it's that time of the season for them.
Oh man, poor guys. It would be sad if Leicester also get out of top 4. But it's this. But as Manav just mentioned, that there is a 5th position team can get into Champions League. So let's talk to Kumar
Because the world hates capitalism.
So Kumar, let's start with this. Pile on Manchester City. Let's actually start like a Twitter debate. Are you pro UEFA or are you pro football?
See, I'm 2 things.
That's also a Twitter thing.
City. Yeah, so 2 things. What City has done is obviously, because the rules are well defined.
Are they?
Yeah, FFP rules are clear, right? You can spend an X amount of your revenues and all of that. So they were clear. So obviously they violated that, so they deserve the punishment. The other fact is that whether the rules are right or not is the discussion you should be having.
No, wait. Even in that there is like a discrepancy. The rules are well defined. Whether you spend more or less is, I think, what UEFA has charged them with is basically saying that you have willfully misdirected us and misrepresented the facts. Right,
yes, so I think they fudged the books.
Exactly. So if you just spend more and you're not following the FFP parameter, I think the punishment would have been much less. What pissed UEFA off is that you have deliberately cheated them without giving their cut or whatever. So
and they've been very antagonistic towards UEFA on all this, even after the news came out. After the result, the judgment or whatever, they're accusing UEFA of taking personal vendetta against them.
Yeah, why would they do that,
so
man?
Normally clubs handle this, diplomatically, which they've and this is from the start. Even when the accusations came out, they were very aggressive towards everything.
Yeah, I think in the Man City response which they gave, they said that this case is initiated by UEFA, prosecuted by UEFA and judged by UEFA.
So who else will do it?
Yeah,
they are the regulatory body. They will initiate, prosecute and judge, no?
Yeah, so they just think that they are being targeted, some personal vendetta or something.
Dude, they're not. Let's look at all the clubs which have had to go through this various types of punishment for FFP. PSG had to.
Right.
AC Milan had to. Porto had to. Right? And all these clubs basically were not so antagonistic. They tried to politically manage UEFA, or at least they try to have some sort of engagement with UEFA. Right. This is the first time there's a club which is basically trying to bully UEFA into submission. I don't know why would they do that unless because they're owned by the sheikhs of Abu Dhabi and they think they can do whatever they want.
And get whichever lawyer they want.
Yeah, but they actually said more than paying the fine for UEFA, we don't mind spending the same amount of money on lawyers.
Correct.
Which is crazy, man. I don't know what's going to happen. But what do you think, Mana, will happen to... Forget CAS ruling because none of us know what's going to happen there. But what do you think about the future of Pep Guardiola and the City players?
So I said that the last time I was there as well. I don't think Pep will be there next season. But again, yesterday he has said that even if we get demoted to League 2, I'll still be here. I don't really think that would be the case. But I do think that now, if this really materializes, I think they become a team to watch out for in the Champions League, because Pep will try to get revenge in any form whatsoever, and the rules of the Champions League clearly say that the defending champion has to play.
No.
Then what would you do?
Still, it won't happen. Once you're banned, you're banned. So even if you're a defending champion, you are not going to play. You're banned from the competition.
Yeah, they can't play next year.
That's it.
That's for sure.
Okay, even if they win the Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I don't doubt Pep's motivation, but I really doubt the players' motivation, whether they'll be up for it. Because, yesterday Bernardo Silva already came out with a statement that, he would like to go back to Porto. How do you motivate these players with no Champions League for the next 2 years?
He would like to go back to Porto. I'm
said,
sure Real Madrid also will buy him, or even Barcelona. Why?
No, he said he meant it in terms of, that because he left too early, so he would like to go back there. But it's a signal out, right, that he's looking to move.
Dude, but I think Man City, if they can keep Guardiola, which I think he will stay now because of all this nonsense. And because, come on, Fraudiola and a fraud club are a match made in heaven. What else can you do? I think he'll stick around, and because players want to play for him, I have a feeling enough people will stick around.
But a couple of weeks back, you were discussing the Newcastle 11. I think this might have a role to play.
Oh, imagine that happens.
Yes,
imagine
both of the things happening simultaneously.
Oh God, imagine Saudis buy Newcastle. And Man City.
Imagine Abu Dhabi decide that they don't want City anymore.
No, that won't happen. What? They'll
take their money out, but then who will buy? They won't get.
They just got
right?
They just got a $500 million investment on a $10 billion valuation from a US hedge fund. So they are in it for at least 20 years now. They are not going to back out because of this. That is just Kumar's fantasies of trying to get Arsenal somehow to 5th position now. Oh man, Kumar, but do you think Guardiola will stay?
I don't think so.
What? Why? Why are you so pessimistic? That's a club tailor-made for him. Why do you think he's going to leave?
Why did he leave Bayern?
No, he was asked to leave Bayern.
Yeah, but why?
Why? Because Bayern also were tired of him. And he
couldn't get the Champions League, right? See, in all the other clubs, he was like in Bayern, he was winning the league. He couldn't win the Champions League. For City, for a club, they've bought their way to a couple of league titles. Fine. Champions League is something which the Sheikhs have always wanted.
Yeah, but then
it's still something which they don't have on their portfolio, right? That's the reason they got in Guardiola. They didn't get in Guardiola to win the Premier League. They were doing it without Guardiola as well.
Yes, but they like Guardiola, man, and he is like probably one of the two best managers in the world.
But I don't think both of them, like the owners as well as Guardiola, can have the patience to wait 2 years without a Champions League, because that's the only thing they want.
It's not really up to them anymore. No, they have to fight it over CS. Oh, but one thing I want to ask, this has to resolve very soon, right? Because if it does not, it has to resolve by the end of the season. Imagine this keeps dragging along, then the team in the 5th does not know if they're in Europa League or does not know if they're in Champions League. So when do they come back for pre-season? And the team in the 6th, they have to play Europa League qualifier. Right. Which starts in July, and there's Euros in June. So if it's not resolved by end of May, imagine the massive up that's going to happen where the team doesn't know if they have to come back early for Europa qualifier or not.
I think it will have transfer window implications as well.
Yeah.
Of course, if you are in Europe, you would like to buy some players. You are probably estimating your revenues to grow by X or whatever. Because all those assumptions are going to change. Like
Timo Werner, where will he go now? Will he go to the 4th place team or the 5th place team? That's what it's become. All right, I think we should take a break right now, and after the break, let's talk about some upcoming matches over the week. And because Kumar is here, we'll talk about Arsenal. And he's always here bitching about Arsenal. This is the first time he probably will say something nice. So yeah, so stick around to Football Twaddle. We would like to thank HDFC Life Insurance for supporting this show. HDFC Life Insurance has created an online video series called Behind the Journey with some of the most interesting people from the creative and entertainment industry. It explores the stories that are behind the glitz and glamour of the spotlight and screaming fans. Let's listen to a snippet from the episode featuring Sakshi Malik.
सेविंग्स और इन्वेस्टमेंट में भी डिसिप्लिन चाहिए होता है. जैसे रेसलिंग में है कि वो तुरंत रिजल्ट नहीं मिलता है, सालों साल लगते हैं जो भी हमने ड्रीम सोचा, जो हमें गोल अचीव करना है उसको पूरा करने के लिए.
As Sakshi said, investment and savings require as much discipline as athletics. You can watch all episodes of Behind the Journey on HDFC Life Insurance YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/HDFC Life. Take control of your personal goals with HDFC Life Insurance's financial solutions. Plan now with HDFC Life Insurance.
Terms and conditions apply. HDFC Life Insurance Company Limited, IRDAI registration number 101.
Welcome back to Football Twaddle. My name is Saru. Manav is here in the studio.
Yo everyone.
And Kumar is on the phone. So Kumar, before the break, I said you will say something nice about Arsenal. Now is your opportunity. Take a minute and a half and say whatever nice things you want about them.
I don't think there are a lot of nice things to say about it. Still, see, it was a good result.
It was a 4-0 victory. How pessimistic are you as a human being that you still don't have anything nice to say?
Let me say it was a good result. I'm saying that. Especially that, we need the 3 points. Arteta, whatever they say that they brought in, he's coming in the system and everything. We've become better defensively, but it did come at the cost of attacking progress. There were a lot of draws. Like in the last 4 games, we had drawn. So yes, it breaks that block in the players' heads. But if you saw the game, like till 50 minutes, Newcastle had more chances. They had created more.
Really?
And this is a team which sits back. They're playing on the counter. Saint Maximin had destroyed Bellerin for the first 50 minutes. Man.
I think the Arsenal 11 which started the game, they had many youngsters in there as well. I think Saka started, another guy, Nikita, I think he started as well.
Yeah. And Nikita started instead of Lacazette because Lacazette has been in a horrible run of form.
And he also scored yesterday.
10 games without scoring. Yeah, he scored from a scout shot.
Oh, by the way, Kumar.
Again, good result, I think.
By the way, 1-6.
Good result. It should do better it should do wonders for the team. But I don't expect any, major changes to happen this season. We're going to continue playing as horribly as we have done all season.
Oh, so this was a one-off result you're saying?
So we should not count Arsenal in our race to 4th and 5th?
Not at all.
All right.
At best, we'll probably make it to the Europa qualifiers.
Oh, so you will be the ones who will be waiting around for City's answers.
But it's not like you'll have a lot of players playing in the Euros as well.
Okay. Oh, by the way, Kumar, so Alan Saint Maxima, right?
Yeah.
So on Twitter, I went on reading. They're like, ASM is bullying Arsenal players. ASM is this. I was like, area sales manager. Why is he bullying Arsenal players? What is going on? And then it took me like a minute or two to realize, acha, ye to Saint Maxima hai. I think, doesn't he have biceps as much as like Adama Traore? He looks like huge.
He does. And he plays like the Adama Traore of last season. He just runs with the ball and then he leaves the ball behind and keeps running.
He's a burly Sean Wright-Phillips. Man, there was a time when I saw Sean Wright-Phillips just run and the camera also followed Sean Wright-Phillips. Ball was just 40 yards behind. He was just so stupid.
Sean Wright-Phillips and Aaron Lennon were similar kind of players. Just running down that right.
Oh yeah, Lennon also. Is Dan James also something similar?
No, not really.
No?
No. I think he can be really useful in counter attacks, but in a normal gameplay, we're yet to see the best of him. I'm sure.
Okay, all right, fine. Before we talk about upcoming fixtures of Premier League, Champions League starts again this week, guys.
Yeah.
And since our show comes out on a Wednesday, there's no point doing some sort of prediction for this week's games or whatever. But let us go with who do we think quickly. Let's go through this quickly on who do we think will go through to the next round. So I'll start with Kumar Kana. Atletico Madrid and Liverpool. Who is going to go through to the quarterfinals?
Liverpool.
Okay. Why? You don't think Atletico has it in them to get a 0-0 and a 1-0?
No, although Morata is out injured, so I think they might have a chance.
Dude, Morata has been playing all right. And my God, the perceptions people carry after seeing someone for like
That's
one
a Premier
season.
League bias.
Yeah, he's actually had a decent season. It is a big miss for Atletico that Morata is not playing.
It's not a Premier League bias, it's a Chelsea bias.
It's okay. So you think N'Golo Kante, whichever team he plays for, is going to lose? Well, it is happening nowadays, so whatever. All right, so you think Liverpool, but don't you think, Manu, don't you think Liverpool are kind of like, they're not in that free scoring thingy anymore. They're just like somehow grinding out results, which is great for them, but it may be a little too tough against Atletico.
I probably would have agreed to you, but then Atletico is not playing with their full strength, right?
No.
A lot of their
players are injured,
especially the forward line. So I don't know where the goals are going to come from.
From the penalties in the second leg after the extra time.
Yeah, that also at Anfield. Let's see.
Oh shit, no way. Okay, fine. Dortmund PSG. Oh man, what a match this is going to be.
I think this is going to be the fixture of this knockout
aggregate
round.
Score will be 20-18 or something. This is
Mbappe and Haaland will score like half of them.
Yeah.
And this is Neymar. When is he going to do show trickery, Neymar? Look at the lineup. Dybala, Mbappe, Di Maria. Not Dybala. Kaun hai ye? Who is the...
Icardi.
Yeah. Icardi, Mbappe, Di Maria and Neymar. And these people have Jadon Sancho, Haaland. Enough. Those two are more than enough actually.
Yeah, actually. But I think PSG will
go through.
This through. Yeah.
Kumar, you concur?
Because I remember the performance against Real Madrid in one of the legs.
The first leg of...
Yeah, in one of the group games, and they were just amazing.
And last year also in the first leg, they played Real Madrid, no? Last year or the year before?
Yeah. So PSG will go through unless they score, unless they win 4-0 in the first leg.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Good one.
I think after 3-0, either Tuchel will say 2 more or like stop it, let's like park the bus.
I think he will say let's concede 1.
Yeah. All right. Chelsea Bayern. Oh, what do I say? I think Chelsea is going to lose. Oh, man, this is turning out to be such a sad season. It's unbelievable. Bayern was so shit till
Same.
Yeah, actually you and I are in the same boat. It's just that my expectations are higher, that's all. But we both are feeling the same levels of depression.
Exactly.
My expectations have now become like what your expectations were 5 years ago. And Bayern are playing well, and it has Robert Lewandowski.
Yeah, they've picked up form now, yeah.
You know how am I going to watch the match, guys? I'm going to wear my Lewandowski jersey with a Chelsea scarf and a Chelsea cap, and I'll watch it. Yeah, okay.
So you want Chelsea to win 4-3 on aggregate with
and Lewandowski scoring
a hat-trick?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that'll be so good. I will like that. I'll celebrate all of that. Yeah. All right. This is something for you, Manav, because if I ask Kumar, I know the answer.
Yeah.
I mean, you may give the same answer, but at least you will have at least a little more logical answer.
No, I know Manav's answer also.
What is the question?
It's about Spurs for sure.
Yeah, Tottenham Leipzig.
Yeah, so before today I would probably have said that Tottenham will go through, but now since Son is out for the season mostly and definitely out for this fixture, I actually don't know.
You don't trust Lamela?
No, Lamela, I don't think he was even in the 16 or whatever in the Aston Villa game.
That's because he was recovering from the injury.
He's always recovering from injury, Saru. But yeah, they've signed these two guys in the January window. So we saw the PSV guy. I keep forgetting his name.
Who?
The PSV guy who scored against Man City.
Oh, Bergwijn. Steven Bergwijn.
Yeah. So Bergwijn. So we saw glimpses of him, but this new guy, I don't know. And I don't think without a striker you can manage 2 legs of a Champions League knockout with a team like Leipzig who is doing really well in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, but from what I understand, Leipzig has enough injuries to like...
Everyone has injuries.
Yeah, so, no, Leipzig has enough like... See, I'm just like opening an article here, which says, I mean, it is going to be tough. It's not as easy as, when the fixture list came out, they thought ki ye to chal jayega. People again underestimated Leipzig.
Correct.
The Premier League bias which you talk about.
Yeah.
But now I don't think it is like going to be that. Okay, so here's Leipzig. 2 Spurs players likely to miss both games, Harry Kane and Sissoko. This is just such old news. But there's a guy called Tyler Adams who's pulled some calf. Nagelsmann is without some Ibrahim Konate, Willy Orban and Kevin Campbell. Tyler Adams. Oh, he's out with 4 players. So what? But they still have Timo Werner, right? So that probably is a dangerous thing. And if he plays against Jan Vertonghen, he'll definitely score like 7-8 goals.
Correct. But I don't think anyway, even if Vertonghen doesn't play, Tottenham's defense is not being doing very well. They've been leaking goals like anything. So I think Leipzig will go through from this fixture.
All right, Kumar, for you, the Manchester City of Spain versus Napoli.
Madrid.
No, the cheats, dude. The cheats.
Cheat. It's just the Barca of Spain, right?
The Barca of Spain. What does that even mean? How do I depict that they're cheats?
Because they're cheats.
Yeah, okay, fine. So Napoli, Barcelona. I mean, I want Napoli to go through, but
yeah, but they won't.
Yeah, dude, they won't because that Messi is there, and even if the first team squad is 13 players, he will somehow limp and score like 3 assists and 1 goal. The day Messi retires, I want to see what Barcelona will do for like 10 years after that. It'll be a very different team.
I think it's too soon for Barcelona to get knocked out, so I think they will go through. They generally go out in semi-finals or maybe quarters. So.
You know, Iwobi has consumed 3 managers.
Everton. Oh, that tall guy.
All right. Real Madrid, Manchester City. Come on.
I think this is a close one, but I think Pep versus Zidane.
Yeah. The ball derby.
But yeah, I think Madrid will go through.
Why?
Yeah.
In the first half of the show, didn't you say that there'll be added motivation and all of that?
Yeah.
I said
what happened in 15 minutes? The HDFC Lives changed you or what?
No, I think, but Madrid, I think they have good Champions League experience minus the last time that they played Ajax in the knockouts. Apart from that, I think they drew on the weekend.
The thing about Madrid is they're not conceding goals. Yeah, they drew 2-2.
Yeah, in the Liga. So, but I think not sure if Bale, but I think Hazard has come back to the team.
Yeah.
I think he will play a role.
They've conceded only 16 goals in La Liga this year.
They've been very strong defensively.
Yeah.
Ramos and Varane. But I think, Madrid might be able to.
Cool. Okay, this one quickly. Lyon versus Juventus. How many goals will Cristiano score, Kumar?
Like an irrelevant, like a 94th minute penalty and then celebrate like he's won the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
So that.
Dybala will have a free kick, overhead kick and some left curler from the half line winning 3-0. But Cristiano will score a penalty and then he'll show his 6-pack abs.
Yeah.
So fine, whatever. And Manav, Atlanta versus Valencia. Just choose one team. I know you don't know any.
I don't even know Atlanta, but
Atlanta, they're doing so well in Serie A.
I actually haven't read about them. So Valencia for me.
Okay, fine. There we go. Okay, and the fixtures to look forward to this weekend.
On the Premier League, so I think United are playing Watford.
Yeah. So the question
Chelsea is playing Spurs, right?
Chelsea, yeah, we'll get to that.
Mourinho is coming back to Stamford Bridge
again. He's like come back to Stamford Bridge so many times. But let's start with this. Manchester United versus Watford. Question 1 is, you think they will draw? Because that's what Solskjær generally does, gives hope and draw. The second thing I read was Martial scored a goal, right, yesterday?
Yeah, a very good header actually.
So
that's
means
the first run inside the box he made for I think 5 games.
Exactly.
And
so is that all we have to expect from Martial over the next 5 games?
I hope not, but I won't be surprised if it is.
I have a feeling that there's a draw written in my mind for that game for some reason.
Yeah, especially since it's Old Trafford.
Oh yeah, alright. So Kumar, for you, Arsenal-Everton, that's a tough one. Dominic Calvert-Lewin versus Mustafi.
Yeah, no, but I think Arsenal will get like a 1-1 draw or something.
Again?
Arsenal will get a 1-1 draw at Emirates.
A 94th minute penalty by Mesut. And that'll
he'll miss.
But the rebound will be scored by Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Okay, Chelsea, Tottenham. I don't know what to say. Anything I say about Chelsea will just backfire. I just hope
Tottenham will win. It's so easy, Saru.
Then they'll definitely win. Yeah, I don't know what happened, dude. This happened 3-4 weeks ago when Tottenham were 3 points behind Chelsea, and Chelsea went to the Spurs new stadium, and then they beat Spurs.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. They may just feel angry and come up. The only thing is there's a Bayern game after that.
I think this match will be a draw.
It should
Chelsea,
be.
Tottenham.
Yeah, Tottenham's playing on Wednesday, then Saturday afternoon, and Chelsea have to play on Tuesday again.
Yeah, I think beneficial for Man United. I think this match will be a draw.
But Man United is drawing in my head also, no? so who is it going to benefit? Sheffield United. Yeah, it's going to benefit Sheffield and Wolves because Sheffield is playing Brighton and Wolves is playing Norwich. Kumar, you think in Champions League we'll see either Sheffield or Wolves next season?
I would love to see Sheffield. I don't think it'll happen though.
Why?
And just sustaining it for a whole season. Again, Leicester proved all of us wrong. That's what we were, hoping every week when they won that, they'd, slip up now, they'll slip up next week.
Yeah.
And especially now with, position 5 potentially up for the Champions League, it gives them a better chance. But I don't think it'll happen.
All right. So which is the game of the weekend for you?
The Mourinho derby.
Yeah, easily.
That's
Easy one.
Like, that's shithousery all over.
Yeah, what's going to happen? Lampard is not going to push Mourinho.
Mourinho will push himself and then blame it on Lampard.
Oh, then VAR will give a wrong decision. They'll send Arsene Wenger out or something. Whatever. Oh, that's going to be so much fun. So, what else? Thanks a lot, Manav, for coming in.
Yes.
Kumar, it's 2. You've done 2 shows. Next week is going to be a 3rd. Yeah. Once you do 3, you're there. You're through. You're in the system again. All right, bye.
Is Baru out of the system now?
Baru's system is once in 3 weeks. that is Baru's best. He's in some sort of CXO meet event. Why is he going there?
He's a CXO.
By the way, listeners, Baru is not a CXO of any company. So
certainly not for HDFC Life.
Yeah. No. What do you mean? How do you know? He told us that.
You never know, man.
Oh.
He was like vice president something for sure.
So he's become president, no? If at all.
So yeah, he's president now.
Really? He's the president of marketing?
Yeah.
That's a hire I would like HDFC Life to make then. Okay, Kumar, I think we've gone on now. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, Manav.
Bye.
Listeners, please follow us on Twitter @FootyTwaddle, Facebook and Instagram Football Twaddle, and take care. Bye-bye.
I hope you enjoyed that show. We'd like to thank our sponsors this week, HDFC Life and Paytm Money. If you have a brand and you think that podcasting would work well for you and your brand, then please do get in touch with you. We are always looking for new brands to bring on board. And let me tell you a couple of things that you should check out this week. On IVM Likes is Abbas's last episode as an IVM staffer. Join him, Ritika and Antariksh as they talk about movies which are multiple plot lines that come together in the end. On Football Tripal, Karthik, Gaurav and Simram give their predictions for this year's round of 16 of the Champions League. On our Kannada podcast, Thale Harate, space entrepreneur Narayan Prasad joins Pawan and Ganesh to shed light on SpaceX, to space tourism and satellite warfare. On Geek Fruit, Tejas, Dinkar and Jishnu talk about the announcement of the new Mortal Kombat animated movie. On Storytellers and Storysellers, Vineet is joined by the man who manages Bhuvan Bam, Rohit Raj, and the head of TVF Play at The Viral Fever, Vinay Pillai, to talk about the growth of the online digital space. Thanks and keep listening.
This is the amazing story of something awesome. Once, Chuck decided to start a podcast. And so he did. The end. Okay, that was a crappy story. But I've got some really cool stories over at my new show, The Origin of Things. On this podcast, I look at the stories of how brands came into being and sometimes evolved out of quite unexpected circumstances. And to make it really fun, I reveal the name of the brand and sometimes a category only at the very end. The show is 5 to 7 minutes per episode and perfect for trivia junkies and brand nerds, especially those with short attention spans. New episodes out every Wednesday on IVM Podcasts app or website or any podcast app or site that you happen to prefer. End of story, they lived happily ever after.